Hello, Citrus Club. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Blair, and our other host is here.
Ellie, hey.
And we are so excited. Ellie has lost her voice a little bit, so she's doing her best. We're here, we're thriving this 2026.
Doing my best, doing my best.
And today we're going to talk about 5 things that we have both learned in 2025. So let's get into it.
I think when we were deciding on what to choose to talk about, I think my biggest one was like, and I'm still learning this, so it's kind of a work in progress, but like slowing down, you're not in a race for success, like taking it at your own pace. I think that's my biggest one is having to learn that like I'm not in competition with anyone other than myself. This isn't the Hunger Games. You
No.
know, it's just me, myself, and I sitting here. Taking that into consideration has made it feel a lot less. Takes the pressure off a little bit to be
Yeah.
to be on all the time. You know what I
Yeah, for
mean?
sure. That's a really good one.
So what's yours?
Mine is have something that gets you out of bed in the morning. For me personally, I splurged and got the really nice coffee from Target. So every night I go to bed and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to have my coffee in the morning. That's one of my things that I'm taking into 2026 is little things that you can look forward to just to get out of bed. Whether that's coffee, watching the sunrise, having a fun morning class to go to. I'm not really a gym person, but maybe you are. So that's one thing that I'm really taking into 2026 is just little things that I'm so excited to wake up and to start my day on a really high note.
So this is going to be more of a serious note, but my next one is if you don't listen to your body will make you listen. I was having pretty bad migraines and I wasn't paying attention to my symptoms. I was kind of like, I have work, I have things to do, like I'll just take an Advil. Then I had a very scary migraine where it looked like I had a stroke and I had to go straight to the ER. And it was really terrifying thing that made me realize, like, oh, I should probably like pay attention to what my body's telling me. And I think that a lot of people, they take for granted their body's capabilities and so I may sound like an old person by saying this. I may sound like that old lady that's like, take care of your body because your body one day is gonna know. No, it's true. Like you may be young and young and flirty and in your 20s and doing whatever, but like if you don't listen to your body or you don't take care of it now, because once you're on your own for your own health insurance, you're screwed. Trust me.
That was one of my points that I had was vitamins and your yearly checkup because
Yes.
adulting is so hard but you have to do it. It's one of those things that once you reach a certain age, once we're in our 20s, we should at least start getting in the habit of doing it because everything that matters for your body happens from the inside out. So your gut health is so important. Going to your checkups are so important and just knowing what's going on so that you're prepared from then on out. The next, our number 3.
This is so important, especially for your feng shui, is what they like to say out there, is boring is good. Not everything needs to be chaotic for you to feel something. That is a big one for me, especially coming from the theater world where I feel like I'm so used to go, 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 and like everyone's high emotions and everything like that. Like, this is the first year where I've had a lot of boring, so to say, happen in my life, which is the first time it's really ever happened. And I didn't know what to do with it. I was like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? And I realized that like sometimes doing nothing is exactly what you need to be doing. I don't know if you follow Brooklyn and Bailey. They're
Mm-mm.
like they're like kind of like big sisters of the internet kind of vibe. And they do a lot of like puzzles and reading books and doing things like that. And I realized like it's so good for your body to be like not on all the time or with screens.
Exactly. Getting stuck in just doom scrolling all the
hmm
time.
So I definitely think that boring can be good and not everything has to be chaotic for you to feel something. So
Nice. That leads good into a point that I have is that you should read books, watch shows with friends. Like that's something really fun to have to talk about. I know like recently Stranger Things has been popping off and it was so nice to just like chat with friends and be like, what did you think about this episode or this episode, this theory, and all the fan edits? Like, yeah, you can communicate by sending edits and it's actually so funny by being like, well,
That's,
look at this edit. What did you think about this conspiracy? And I just feel like it's a really good way to connect with your friends, especially if you have little besties that might be long distance. Like it's just a nice thing to talk about. Or if you're joining a book club. I recently joined a book club last year and it was so nice to just meet up every other month with a fun group of ladies and we all talked about the book that we read and it got me out of my comfort zone too because I read a bunch of new things that I wouldn't have read before. So that's one thing I'm like, you should definitely bring into 2026 is connecting with your friends on ways that aren't doom scrolling.
am I the only one that thought there was a secret episode 9?
I did. I fell for it
Okay,
a little bit.
I fell
I
for it
thought they were
too.
going to make history. I was thinking this is going to be so cool,
I did too.
but
I
it's all
was like,
right.
wow. But I guess we were all just not ready to let go. Okay, well, anyways, moving on into that.
Number 4.
Number 4. This one is super important, especially for those that may also struggle with mental health as well. Having understanding friends in your 20s are worth gold. I know that you and I have had this conversation before where it is so hard to plan time to talk to a friend sometimes. We'll be like, "Oh, what are you doing next Thursday?" No, can't. What about next Saturday? Nope, can't. Sorry. Okay, well, how are you doing next year? But having understanding friends is so important because I think, especially in high school and early college, friends were very much based on location. You were close because you went to school together, you saw each other every day. There was that expectation that you kept up your friendship by being around each other all the time. Whereas now, when you're outside of college, you have to actually put in effort to communicate with these people and be friends. And just having some close friends that are like, oh, I get it. I know that we're still good. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, I'll still send you Christmas mail. You can go a month without talking, but then all of a sudden you send each other a meme and then you guys call each other and you guys are like, nothing ever changed in the last month. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Which
Yeah,
is great to
there's
have.
something special about that.
It's wonderful to have friends like that equally in the bridge of life trying to
Mm-hmm.
find ways to connect. So I think that having that is worth gold, especially if you're going through stuff, because you know that they're still there on the other end of that.
So my number 4 is to support humans, not AI. Like go to a museum, support your local theaters, real creative people who are working hard to make meaningful art. Support them. That's something I'm really thinking about in 2026 is just being aware that all this AI content exists and it's not helpful. It's not something that's going to bring joy to me as an artist. I'd rather support real people and real humans who are making work.
It's important to stay educated on how much AI can look real
Yeah.
and not falling for it.
Yeah. So it's just
You,
knowing. It's like computers cannot replace real human love. Like it just can't. And I stand by that. Yeah, it's knowing. It's looking out and be thinking, okay, is this real life or is this just fake? Is this just a fake bunny jumping on a trampoline?
mhm. Not the bunny on the trampoline.
That got everybody.
It did, but I love the song. Have you heard the song?
Mm-mm.
I'll have to send it to you later. It's so
Send it.
good. Number 5. Apologies, my voice is going. This is so important. I keep saying that about everyone, but this one is so important, and I want people to listen to this. If you take anything away from what I've said in this episode, this is probably the most important thing. Sometimes doing what's best for you will feel like the most wrong thing in the world to do. For example, I was at a job that made me so miserable. It was affecting my mental health so bad. And I made the decision to quit when I really financially probably shouldn't. But I made the decision to quit because it was the right thing to do for me. And it felt like the worst thing in the world to do. Sometimes doing what's best for you is going to feel so wrong. But that's kind of how you know that it's the right thing for you to do. Is because, society makes you feel like You gotta stick with something. See it till the end. That mindset can be so bad because if you're struggling, why would you force yourself to continue to struggle if you know what's causing you to struggle?
Put yourself first.
Put yourself first. Everything I said adds up into that, like listening to your body and doing what's best for you. At the end of the day, it will fall into place.
Yes.
It may not seem like it right away, but it will work itself out.
Mm-hmm. And the people who love you don't expect you to break your back. The people who love you want you to be happy and succeed. Another good thing is just setting small goals and actually believe in yourself that you can accomplish them. Therefore, you can continue setting bigger and bigger goals. Everyone always treats the new year as this race, but it really doesn't have to be. If you run and you run and you run and you plan these humongous giant goals right off the bat, realistically, you are going to burn yourself out by March. Instead, give yourself a little bit of time to work towards a giant goal by breaking it into piece by piece. Because even 1% a day, in 100 days, you're done. That's 100%. So why would you just push and push and push and burn yourself out when you can take steady day by day and really just give yourself time? Like, just like you said earlier in the episode, give yourself time to appreciate this boredom, to appreciate every single day. Because even if you're just doing a little bit to get towards your goal, you're still getting there. You're still making the choice to get there.
I totally agree. Like the whole 1% a day thing is definitely so important to think about. Like if you have set a goal of 1% a day, in 100 days, you're right, you're done.
Yep.
And that's not even a full year. That's only a third of a year. But yeah, so I definitely think that these things are things that we've learned this last year. And we also have to commit to them ourselves. And I think that if you take anything what we say into 2026, just let us know. Like set some goals for you. Tag us in your goals and your ambitions. Because that's one thing is I love seeing them.
If you liked this episode, you liked what we've done, like comment it. Comment down below. Oh, this is what I learned in 2025 and this is what I'm taking into 2026. We would love to read it and support you too. And
if anybody has any questions, reach out and email us your goals. Email it to us like something that you did.
The Citrus Club Podcast at gmail.com. Everything's linked below. All social media, everything.
Maybe next episode we'll read some things and shout out people for some awesome things that they're doing.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
I thought of a funny way to end it.
Oh, how? Do tell.
A little catchphrase. Are you ready?
Yes.
And that's the juice with the Citrus Club Podcast.
And that's the juice.
Like that's the tea, but it's the juice.
Yeah. That's the juice. Period.
Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for spending this time with us.
2026, and you'll see more of us right around the corner.
Bye.
Bye.